All right, so you've got your pre-emergent down. Now what? In this video, I'm gonna tell you when is the right time to start mowing so you don't set your lawn back for spring. And you might be tempted to go ahead and start fertilizing, but not so fast. I'm gonna give you some fertilizer options to make sure you wake up your lawn the right way. All right, so there's one thing that I want you to understand about lawn care, and that is we make applications based on the weather and not on the calendar. So it's the middle of March, and I know the calendar might say March, but looking at the 10-day or 14-day forecast, the weather is actually looking more like April. And so with that being said, we still have to remain somewhat patient. You know, some of the biggest ice and snowstorms that we get around here happen in March. So we're not in the clear just yet. So when is the right time to start mowing? Well, I'll tell you this. If you start too early, you could potentially open up the ground or your soil to sunlight. And that means you're gonna increase the chances of getting a weed problem that you didn't intend for. Plus, the chances of your ground being really soft just from all the snow and the moisture in the ground, you could potentially rut up your lawn. So that's why we don't wanna mow too early. Now, when it comes to knowing when the right time to mow is, you'll see your lawn start to grow, and maybe in other areas faster and not in others. Plus, you'll see it kind of start to green up a little bit, and that is kind of your sign that it's okay to go ahead and mow. Now, if you want to drop your mower deck down maybe 1 or 2 notches, that's okay. Just don't go crazy. You know, we don't want to make a big mess, and we certainly don't want to scalp the lawn or anything like that. What we're trying to do is just remove the yellow tips off the grass. You know, all those desiccated tips. That's what's giving the lawn that ugly, brown, nasty look. And so also doing that is going to help increase airflow. It's also going to increase the sunlight, helping that green up and start the early process of getting your lawn ready for spring. Now, let's talk about weeds for a second. You might be tempted to throw down some weed control, but the temperatures just aren't right for that. Now, I know your lawn's probably looking thin and it's not looking that great, but try not to worry about weeds. You know, if you want to come in and hand pull, that's perfectly fine. We really want to wait at least 15, 20 days till temperatures get a little bit more consistent. So just save your money, go out with a bucket, hand pull some weeds, and you'll be just fine. Like this little hairy bittercress right here. Got to go. So let's talk about fertilizer. I know your lawn is brown. I know it's ugly. I know it's kind of yuck. But if you remember last year, we threw down our fall winterizer. So because we did that, our lawn really doesn't need any nutrition right now. It's really got everything that it needs. But if we want to help the green up process to kind of get the lawn kind of get going, we've seen the signs, we know it's growing now, and we're starting to see it turn green, and the forecast is looking right. I recommend using a liquid fertilizer, and that's exactly what I'm going to use today. This is the GCI 2000. This was a fantastic fertilizer for this exact moment. It's going to help green up the lawn. I'm going to mix 3 or 4 ounces per 1,000. I'm not going to go crazy. You know, the lawn has been asleep for the last 3 or 4 months, right? It's not been growing. And so it's just now starting to wake up. Well, you're no different. Think about when you're just waking up early in the morning. Do you want to hop out of bed and just start running? No, you want a little bit of time to wake up, kind of get your bearings together, get ready, you know, maybe have a cup of coffee, something like that. And that's really what our lawn is doing. We're just going to give it a little bit of a cup of coffee, if you will. So I'm going to mix 3 or 4 ounces per 1,000. Broadcast spray this over my lawn, and this will help kind of green it up, get it going, nothing heavy. Again, remember, it's got everything that it needs because we gave it that fall winterizer last year. I hope you find these tips helpful. My name is Devin. I'm the DIY lawn coach. I can't wait to see you in the lawn. Peace.